Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day. It's Tuesday morning here in the barn. I promise you, tomorrow I'm going to finish my top 10 of the people that I think are doing really well on this thing. It's a big list. Like the top 10 is really unfair. And frankly, so are the people that I think are being disingenuous with this whole thing. But I'm going to finish them both tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I have yet to hear back from Young Page, so she'll continue to do what she does, and hopefully, I mean, I've had very mixed reactions to my critique of that, which is great. Like critique me all you want. Um, People are saying that she's bringing young people to the trade. Is she? My problem is if you're bringing young people to the trade, like how many are staying because you're making it look like you're cosplaying it. Everybody wants to be a plumber until they have to be a plumber, and it was funny. Pete got absolutely doused in sewage water yesterday, and then had to continue on with it. Changed his shirt, washed his face and his hands, and went back to work. Like that's what being a tradesman is about. It's not about cool glasses and 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 cute outfits. And it never was. It wasn't about matching uh, 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 apparel or pink apparel or any of that stuff. Like it's literally black shirt, black pants. Get yourself to work. That's that's how I was raised in it. That's what's made me successful in it. That's what's brought in the money, is being able to do those things. So I do find it interesting. I don't want to go on for forever, but I read an article. I think it was in CBC. I was on Reddit actually, saying that there's the trades in Canada are getting worse and worse, and it was written by who was it written by? Um, Experts say I don't know if I can. Of course, they've locked out the comments. Anyway, so he's saying that you need to the trades are in for every uh, seven that retire, one jumps in, which has been the issue since day one. I've been involved in this trade for 40 years, as I've said, and when I went to school, it was free. Like just like fill out all your paperwork, make sure you're working under a journeyman, and just show up. I mean, you pay for your books and all the rest of that stuff, but admission, to the best of my recollection, was free until my fourth year, and yeah. And it was when I was fourth year, I think it was like $300. Now I think it's a couple grand per year, which isn't in today's day and age shouldn't be considered an onerous undertaking to make that a reality. But my biggest worry is that they're going to lower the qualifications to become a plumber. Which, what do? You have people that, like, if you let those people in with lower standards, then it's not going to do anything to benefit the trade. In fact, it benefits guys like me. It benefits you. If you're in the trade and you're good at what you do and actually know what you're doing, that's to your benefit, because those people are going to show up and just wreck everything. That's what happened in the 80s. Here in, particularly in Alberta, we had the massive building boom, and everybody and their dog, we had all the people from Newfoundland. We called them Newfies back then. I don't know if that's a racial slur or not. I apologize if it is. Not really. But all those East Coasters came out here to work. Many of them have gone back, but there's some that have decided to make Calgary their home. You get those massive influxes, which, we're having Canada-wide right now, and it lowers the quality of what you're trying to do. And I think that is a detriment. It doesn't help the trade. Putting more people in the trade is not the answer. Getting the right people in there. And we need the smart ones. We need the ones that can work on electronics and computers, because that's what this thing is going towards. I read another article yesterday about AI and how much energy that's going to take in order to keep that thing going. It's crazy how much electricity AI requires. One of the reasons that Canada is a hotspot for AI, whatever they call them, uh, computer banks, sorry, is because our weather's so cold up here that they don't have to. They don't have to cool them. They don't have to spend the energy to cool them. They can just suck in the cold air for 9 months out of the year and keep these massive computer engines cool. So it's an interesting take. Is it really going to solve the problem? Is AI really going to do what we say it's going to do? What everybody's fearful of what it's going to do, or is it going to sort of run its course like uh, uh, battery powered cars has and solar has? Like, not saying that those things aren't good, but as everybody is aware, a decade ago, those things were going to take over the world and mandated by governments to take over the world, and nobody's doing it because they do not perform the way that we think they do. Same with heat pumps here in Alberta. I went to that conference there last week, and they were talking about heat pumps, and I'm like, I mean, the technology is moving forward. There's no doubt, but if you're going to be real about it, like real about it, then it's got a long way to go. Particularly in extremely cold climates, which I happen to live in one. And so when people ask me, I get asked all the time on the internets, "Oh, dude, you got to get into heat pumps." I'm like, I don't. They're not ready. They would serve me no purpose or my clientele. There's a lot that has to happen before I can use those things in the environments in which I work. Anyway, I do think I I I love what I do. I love the trade. I love what is provided for me and my family. There's no doubt that I think it can do the exact same thing for you if you treat it with respect. And there are my last word of advice. If you're thinking about getting into the trade, particularly here in Canada, you need to make sure that you go to an actual, and this hurts my feelings to say this, a government authorized education facility in Alberta, NAIT or SAIT. Do not go to any other provider. The pre-employment thing is absolute garbage. They're just going to take your money. Anybody that says that there's the guy that's what I was going to talk about. The guy that's saying that there's a trade shortage basically runs uh, uh, a mill of skilled trades colleges. What do those guys get? I have yet to find anybody that comes out of those programs that didn't waste all of their money, all of it. So there's a reason, and everybody talks about how the trades are the next millionaires, and I don't disagree with that, but you don't just get to show up and start making bank. It takes time, effort, and energy to get there. It is a rough road. Make no mistake about it. I don't care what anybody says. Getting into the trade is a difficult thing to do, and even more so is being successful in it. There are, what I should do is the top 10 broken men that I know that have tried to be successful at this thing, and it's broken them, and they're hollow men that have been destroyed by the business of the trade. Anyway, didn't want to go on for too long. We are bringing in some guests here in the next couple of days, so watch for that. Tomorrow, top 10s, finish off those. I have 6 and 6 to go, so we'll pound those all out tomorrow. Hope all is well. Have a fabulous day. As usual, those are my thoughts, not yours, and I wish all of you, most of you, all the best and all the luck in the world. That's it.